Okay, let's talk about Not a Professor Dave. He keeps going into grifting and keeps talking about grifters. And I know that he's got all this beef with Eric Weinstein and Graham Hancock and pseudo-archaeology and pseudoscientists and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, yeah, whatever. So the whole point that I want to get at is this, is that he claims that they're lying, and, you know, whatever data he has that he feels that implies that, he thinks they're grifters for that reason. So a grifter basically is what? Like someone that's like a petty swindler, or, you know, someone to the effect that they're lying to you to get money, or lying and getting money. Well, the fact of the matter is that how do you know that they're lying? They believe this. So in their mind, they're thinking, well, you know, this isn't a lie. This is something that I'm following, certain things that I feel are interesting, and they're trying to put exposure of those things out there. So in this case, like, the way I look at it would be like this. So like, you look at a Jimmy Corsetti, or I can't think of any of the other, you know, kind of like archaeologist guys or pseudo archaeologist guys that are out there. So when they started out these things, they had an interest in archaeology. They went forward with it. They started making videos about it, saw that viewership started to go. So people started to like the things that they like. And so they lean into it more, right? Okay, so I had a conversation, or a messaging conversation with Dave Farina regarding this kind of stuff. And I had said to him, I said, hey, when you first started out, were you not doing just simple like chemistry type stuff, teaching and all that? Yeah. And he goes, what does that have to do with anything? I said, well, you realize that like after you did a debunking video, your viewership spiked and you really went up. And he's like, yeah. And so I said, so you were basically leaning into the thing that got you viewership. So I get it. I totally get it about like, you are doing videos, you're an influencer, you're doing all those stuff to make money. Like, ideally, that's what you want to make, right? Okay, so what is the difference between you and Graham Hancock? The thing is, you said, well, he's a liar. Well, how do you know he's a liar? You don't know. He, in his mind, doesn't think he's a liar. So why do you go off on this? It doesn't make any sense to me. Because literally, as we had this text exchange between each other, I just started to realize he just started attacking me. Just going off, calling me a little bitch, you know, troll, all these things. And I'm just like, bro, you can't even handle the fact that I confronted a part that you can't confront. And that is essentially, I mean, you're not like to the definition of grifter, but you are. So